I was told to go at the back row. I was told to go at the back row. Right? I was told to go at the back row.
Okay, boys, can we please just go off the air? Just before we commence this morning's award ceremony, just need to ensure that everyone has a seat. We've made some accommodation over in the Year 10 area for those boys who don't have a seat or staff. Mr. Picotto, can you put your hand up, please? See that we've got some seats over there. And there's some seating for staff there over near Mr. Diefenbach and Mr. Minto, just behind them. Thank you, boys. I'd now like to hand over to Mr. Pearce to lead us in prayer.
Morning, gentlemen. Before we commence this morning with our college prayer, we just firstly acknowledge Dirumble as the traditional owners on the land on which we gather this morning. We pay respect to their elders past, present and emerging, and we extend that respect to all Indigenous peoples present with us this morning. As we gather in prayer, we're going to read our school prayer this morning. It's a prayer that we will use on a regular basis. So if you know the words, if you've learnt the words, please join with me. So we begin In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving God, grant me the courage of St. Brendan to journey beyond the familiar and into the unknown, the conviction of Blessed Edmund to liberate the marginalised, the compassion of Christ to go forth with love, and the faith not to doubt that it will be given. St. Brendan, Our Lady of Perpetual Help, and we live Jesus in our hearts. And we conclude in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I'd now like to call forward Mr. McCluskey to run the sports event.
Good morning, staff, students, and those who are tuning in on the live stream at home. It is my privilege to welcome you to the St. Brendan's College Co-Curricular Awards Ceremony for 2022. This morning we celebrate the sporting, musical and cultural successes of our students here at the college. But before we proceed any further, I would like you to enjoy the short video and reflect on the year that was 2022. Thank you to Mr. Owens for his assistance in putting together that short clip. At times, sport can be a very humbling experience. We feel the euphoria associated with the triumph of victory, as well as the emotional roller coaster we associate with defeat. At the end of the day, we participate in sport because of the enjoyment we feel, irrespective of the result. Each game we play is a valuable learning experience in which we have the opportunity to reflect and learn from, whether it be a win, loss, or draw. With over 700 students participating in our co-curricular program, the learning experiences here at St Brendan's College on offer are aplenty. There are endless opportunities presented for our students to participate in. These are made possible due to the generosity and commitment of college staff and your caregivers who work hard to ensure that your experience at St Brendan's is a rewarding one. Could you please join me in acknowledging them with a round of applause in a show of appreciation for their efforts. Okay, so we'll now move on to the awards ceremony where I'd like to invite Principal Mr. Rob Corboy to the stage to present the awards. And he'll be ably assisted by our Sports Administration Assistant Guru, Mr. Scott Minto. To begin our official presentation, I would like to acknowledge all of our Capricornia, Queensland Country, Queensland and Australian representatives for 2022. If you've gained selection in multiple teams or different levels, we will celebrate your success at your highest level of representation. Can I also ask that you hold your applause until the end of each section? And they'll come up a section at a time. Boys, once you receive your award, could you please congregate on the tiered seating for a photo opportunity? Okay, Capricornia representatives for this year. Rugby Union, Jake Pearce. Rugby Union, Felipe Bully. Rugby Union, T.Y. Pokahura Mill. Rugby Union, Diesel Brunker. Rugby Union, Cooper Dukes. Rugby Union, Harrison Hill. Rugby Union, Ethan Harry Nona. Boys, if you're here, please make your way forward. And also for Rugby Union, Will Quinlan. Moving on to athletics. Isaac Thomas. Ryan Keating. Finn Newman. Narasi Jimmy. Mason Green. And Sam Akiba. For Rugby League in the 14 to 15 years age group, Jake Murphy. Harvey Mahoney, Tyler Melrose, Philip Yock and Conrad Treadwell. Also for Rugby League in the 16 to 18 years division, Matthew Hill, Jackson Miller, Mitchell Baker, Hayden Franks and Mac Nixon. In the sport of cross country, Riley Earnshaw. In the sport of touch football in the 16 to 18 years division, also Riley Earnshaw. And in the 13 to 15 years, Ashley Earnshaw. Football, 16 to 18 years, Harrison Ivers. Cricket, 11 to 12 years, Zane Kyler. Water polo, 13 to 17 years, Oliver King. Rugby League, 10 to 12 years, Lockyer Hill, Kiali Fatoe, Guthela Rin, Lucas McLean, and Grayson Catt. Kiali also represented Capricornia in Rugby Union. In swimming, 13 to 18 years, Alexander Eaton, Nicholas Eaton, and Jackson Pambid. Isaac, I'll call you up a little bit later, mate, so just stay in your seat, please. Softball, 13 to 18 years, Lachlan Peklipa. And triathlon 13 to 19 years, Oram McGilvray. Thank you, Mr. Cooper, for sorting the boys out. Boys, can you please join us in acknowledging their success in Capricornia representation? Thanks, guys. Take a seat. Moving on to acknowledge our Queensland representatives. So these students have either gained selection in a Queensland or a Queensland country team or placed at a state level event. So Queensland Country Rugby League, Connor Hines. Queensland Country Rugby Union, Jack Gibson, Raina Grams, Cooper Dukes, Ethan Harry Nona and Harrison Hill. In softball, Finn Watson. And hot off the press, I was notified last night of Zane's selection in the Queensland athletics team. And he also represented Capricornia in cricket. For AFL, Ben O'Brien. For a third place at the Queensland Secondary Schools Athletics Championships in shot put, Lincoln Thornton. For a fourth place at the Queensland Interschool State Equestrian Championships, Morgan Bridgman. And we would also like to formally recognise our under-17 Queensland Shotokan Karate State Champion in Caleb Ballman. If we could show our appreciation, please. And to the pinnacle of our representative sporting achievements in school sport within Australia, we've got two individuals who are successful in either gaining selection and competing for Australia or have been selected as a part of their training squad. So selected in the Australian touch football training squad, and also represented Capricornia and Rugby Union, Tommy Green. And for selection in the Australian secondary schools golf team, Isaac Jensen. What an outstanding achievement. Okay, so we now move into acknowledge our most valuable players in our inter-school sporting competitions, starting with basketball. A junior gold MVP, Max Bowman-Conlon. Unfortunately, Max is unable to be with us today. Boys, as your name gets called, could you please pause for a photo in centre stage and then move to the tiered seating. Our junior green MVP, Lachlan Anderson. Our junior white MVP, Blake Deemel Woibo. Sorry, that was junior white. Our senior gold MVP, Cooper Wickman. Our senior green MVP, Sam Bent. Cooper. And our senior white MVP, Zaven Salam. And boys, if you can just remain on the stage, thanks. Sport of AFL, junior MVP, Oliver Miles. Senior MVP, Ben O'Brien. So photos down the front. For the sport of soccer, our Year 7/8 MVP, Cree Harris. And our 9/10 MVP, Jackson Booth. Water polo, junior MVP, Oliver King. And our senior MVP, Caden Nelson. To the sport of futsal, our junior green MVP, Phoenix Ellis. Junior gold, Cody Tamati. And our junior white MVP, Xavier McQuinney. Boys, could you just take note if you do come to the stage to follow what the person in front of you does. Rugby union, our under 13 best back, Isaac Thomas. Under 13 best forward, Jaden Jackson. And our under 13 MVP, Cooper Stackpool. Under 15 best back, Fletcher Scanlon. Under 15 best forward, Ethan Harinona. And our under 15 MVP, Philip Yock. Our first 15 best back, Tommy Green. The first 15 best forward, Jake Pearce. And our first 15 most valuable player, Diesel Bronca. Volleyball. Our open volleyball most valuable player is Fraser Peachy. Cricket. Our junior MVP, Jesse McQuinney. And our senior MVP, Jeremy Green. Okay, so the sport of rodeo and cattle club. Usually Mr. Oram, our coordinator of those two programs, would present these awards. However, in lieu of his absence today, Mr. Corboy is going to do the honours. Our junior steer rider of the year, Charlie McClelland. Our senior steer rider of the year, Dawson Foden. Bull rider of the year, Jacob Carriage. All-round cowboy, Jimmy McClelland. And most improved cowboy, Kai Bales. The next three awards are specific to the results from our annual college rodeo. This morning we would like to recognise our champion junior bull, junior steer and senior steer riders in front of the whole college community and present them with their winning buckles. So the SBC Junior Bull Ride champion is Jesse Remfrey. The SBC Junior Steer Ride champion, Matthew Ahern. And the SBC Senior Steer Ride champion, Jimmy McClelland. Cattle Club. Cattle Club Parader of the Year, Oscar Hills. Herdsman of the Year, Sam Kingston. Most Improved Cattle Club Parader of the Year, Hayden Culliford. And our Cattle Club Junior Judge of the Year, Cody Kilalia. Boys, let's get round them with a round of applause, please. Thanks, boys. I'd now like to call our Director of Rugby League, Mr. Luke Kaplick, to the stage to present the Rugby League Awards.
The 2022 Rugby League season had a record 23 SBC teams entered into the Rocky District Secondary Schools Rugby League competition, which is a testament to the wonderful staff who continually go above and beyond in their duties to allow rugby league to be played by any boy at the college who wishes to do so. Our flagship teams in the 10As and First 13 continued to achieve success in the Dolphins Challenge and Dolphins Cup within the Central division, but unfortunately fell short in their efforts to reach the state final with losses against Kerwin and Ignatius Park respectively. It is a huge undertaking to have these teams compete at the top level against schools who also invest considerable resources into their rugby league programs. But the efforts of coaches Scott Minto, Trevor Ganane, Phil Mitchell, Andrew Lawrence, Blake Henley, Michael Carron and Dallas Williams ensure we deliver quality performances on the football field that align with our core values. With this philosophy in mind, rugby league at SBC should never be the province of just the elite. It exists for all ability levels, with participation rates and level of enjoyment across all grades reflecting this. The fact that we had 23 teams participating in our season is a key indication of the enjoyment boys get from playing the game at SBC. On grand final day, we had 15 teams across 17 deciders battle it out for a premiership. Congratulations to the 8A, 9A, 9B, 9C White, 10A, 5th 13, 4th 13 and 2nd 13 who all won at their respective grand finals. Such attainment is fueled by a collective effort and will. This success and the level of participation suggests that the passion engendered by pulling on the green and gold jersey still resonates strongly for all boys at St Brendan's. The tireless work of our coaches is pivotal to our success. I have no hesitation in declaring that our coaching depth is what continues to drive our fantastic rugby league legacy. I know I can speak for the boys when I convey my most heartfelt of thanks to all coaches for their commitment. Finally, and most importantly, I want to acknowledge the efforts of the boys, for they shape and define what rugby league means to our community. It has been a privilege to watch so many Brendan's boys play with courage, finesse and humility over the course of 2022. So without further ado, I present the Rugby League Awards for this season. So I'll just get you to hold your applause until the end of each team is announced, please, boys. We'll start with 7 White. Best Back, Tyron Kirk. Best Forward, Nash Walsh. MVP, Hunter Heron. If those boys can come to the stage, please. Seven C Green, Best Back, Kobe Booth. Best Forward, Sonny Lepian. MVP, Preston Clancy. Seven C Gold, Best Back, Nicholas Hay. Best Forward, Roman Best. MVP, Xavier Sang. Seven B, Best Back, Zeke Dendel. Best Forward, Rashawn Ebsworth. And MVP, Jyron Kyle. Seven A, Best Back, Titus Order. Best Forward, Lucas McLean. MVP, Jakeem Dempsey. Eight C Green, Best Back, Mason Luck. Best Forward, William Delagua. And MVP, Jeremy Martin. 8C Gold, Best Back, Shannon Doecki. Best Forward, Harry Miller. MVP, Isaac Brady. Eight B, Best Back, Cooper Smith. Best Forward, Noah Wright. MVP, Caden Hoare. Eight A, Best Back, Reed Wynett. Best Forward, Ashton Watkins. And MVP, Jay Marsh. Please give a round of applause for our Year 8 Rugby League winners. Nine C White, Best Back, William McKellar. Best Forward, Enzo Hunt. MVP, Gareth Walkubi. Nine C Green, Best Back, Oliver Hunt. Best Forward, Ambrose Tibbs. MVP, Stacey Hollingsworth. Nine C Gold, Best Back, Thorn Ellery. Best Forward, Jackson Wyman. MVP, Hunter Hall. Nine B, Best Back, Nate Muller. Best Forward, Morgan Bye. MVP, Max Armstrong. Nine A, Best Back, Tyler Crosland. Best Forward, Jai Svensson. And MVP, Jake Murphy. So one last round of applause to our Year 9 Rugby League Award winners. Moving on to Year 10. 10C, Best Back, Will Pearson. Best Forward, Jamie Long. And MVP, Dwayne Hamina. 10B, Best Back, Lachlan Davis. Best Forward, Jack Gibson. MVP, Bryce Anthony. Ten A's. Best Back, Simon Green. Best Forward, Carter Ford. And MVP, Braylon Marsh. Round of applause for our Year 10 award winners. Moving on to our open age group, 6-13, Best Back, Hayden Harvey. Best Forward, Kobe Donald. And MVP, Harley Fitzpatrick. Open fifths, Best Back, Rococo Hunt. Best Forward, Finn Hall. MVP, Jet Langham. Open fourths, Best Back, Henricus Voigt. Best Forward, Riley Tyndale Smith. And MVP, Isaac Green. Open thirds, Best Back, Charlie Sainsbury. Best Forward, Jack Duggan. MVP, Bluey Kabai. Open seconds, Best Back, Bonnie Tapau Bond. Best Forward, Blake Field. MVP, Taz Komolati. The next awards are for our first 13. We have 5 awards there. We'll start off with Best Back, Ryan Keating. Best Forward, Mitchell Baker. Most Improved, Hayden Franks. Coaches Award, Connor Hines. And MVP, Matthew Hill. Please give a final round of applause to our Open Rugby League award winners. Thanks, boys. I'll call Mr. McCluskey back to the stage, please.
Thank you, Mr. Kaplik, for all of your hard work throughout the year, not only in your current role as Director of Rugby League, but also the previous one where you were the Director of Sport. You've had a massive year and you've done a fantastic job. So a round of applause for Mr. Kaplik, please. All right, so before we move on to our major awards for the morning, we have a special presentation to make to our all-conquering First 15 rugby union side. The inter-school rugby union season was a success for our college in several ways. We were crowned premiers in all three age groups for the first time in our history, and our First 15 rugby union side broke a premiership winning drought of 21 years. The last team to taste premiership success was the team of 2001. Boys, in 2001, just to put this into perspective, our premiership winning coach, Mr. Connor Williams, was perfecting the art of finger painting in kindergarten. 21 years is a long time. To commemorate this historic win, proud old boy and senior from 1988, Anthony McDermott, has donated a team set of traditional rugby union honour caps. Could we please acknowledge his generosity and pride in the green and gold with a heartfelt round of applause? I would like to call forward premiership winning coach Mr. Connor Williams to receive his cap, and then he will present each premiership player with their cap as they come to the stage. Boys, as you receive your cap, could you then please line up on the tiered stairs for a photo, and we'll hold applause until the end, thanks. Number 1, Jake Pearce, also captain. Number 2, Riley Tyndale Smith. Number 3, T.Y. Pokahura Mill. 4, Jack Gibson. 5, Finn Hall. 6, Rico Waria. 7, Vice Captain Diesel Brunker. 8, Felipe Bully. 9, Austin Monteith. 10, Tommy Green. 11, Kobe Donald. 12, Thomas Gleeson. 13, Sebastian Nonna. 14, Malik Elisala. 15, Kaya Turner. 16, Mervyn Armat. 17, Cody Kilalia. 18, Hayden Beath. 19, Hayden Franks. 20, Hunter Joas. 21, Chance Conroy. 22, Graham Wassiu. 23, Isaac Green. And in his absence, I'd also like to acknowledge assistant coach Jai Watson for his efforts. Caps on. Mr. Williams, if you could join the boys on stage for a photo, please. A round of applause for the first 15. Now for the major awards of the morning. Team Performance of the Year. This is awarded to the Junior AFL team who were crowned North Queensland champions, qualifying for the state finals for only the second time in our history, where they went on to place 4th in the state. Could co-captains Liam Cook and Oliver Miles please come forward to receive the trophy on behalf of their team? Round of applause, please. Congratulations, AFL boys. Athlete of the Year. After performing impressively at our College Athletics Carnival and gaining selection in the Rockhampton and District and Capricornia Athletics team, to then go on and compete at the Queensland Secondary Schools Championships, where he ran the house down in the 100 metres, this award goes to Ryan Keating. I can assure you he runs faster than he walks to the stage. Swimmer of the Year. This student swept the pool, winning age champion honours at our Interhouse Carnival. He then went on to gain selection in the Capricornia swimming team, competing at the Queensland Secondary Schools titles. This year, he also tasted success away from the school sports framework with selection in the CQ team at the annual Jewel in the Pool Carnival. He has also posted some impressive results from the State Sprint Swimming Championships with 4 top 10 finishes. Our Swimmer of the Year for 2022 is Alexander Eaton. Junior Sportsman of the Year. He is a man of many talents, having represented the college in basketball, rugby league and touch football. In addition to this, he gained selection in the Rockhampton and District cross country, athletics and touch football teams, as well as the Capricornia cross country and touch football teams. Our Junior Sportsman of the Year is Riley Earnshaw. Senior Sportsman of the Year. He has been a busy young man, having been an integral member of the Senior All Schools Touch team, where he was awarded Players Player, a member of our Premiership winning First 15 and Dolphin Cup winning First 13, as well as a member of our triumphant CQ Sevens team. In addition to this, he has represented Rockhampton and District in touch football, rugby union and cross country, Capricornia in touch football and rugby union, and was also named in the Queensland Under-18 touch football squad. To cap off his successful year, he was also selected in an Australian Under-18 touch football training squad for 2023. Our Senior Sportsman of the Year is Tommy Green. Congratulations to all award recipients. Yeah, a round of applause. In concluding the Sports Awards ceremony this morning, I would like to reiterate my thanks to all those involved in providing the students of this great college with the opportunity to wear the mighty green and gold, and in doing so, making memories that will last a lifetime. I'd now like to call forward Mr. Aaron Jorgensen, who will be presenting the Cultural Awards. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. McCluskey. It's my real honour this morning to present the 14th Annual Cultural Awards. We started these way back in 2009 because there was no Cultural Awards at SBC. And our aim from the outset was to recognise the involvement, the effort and dedication that so many of our students that are involved in Brendan's cultural and artistic pursuits. All those years ago we set up 2 awards, and it's kind of similar to the way the academic awards work. So there's the Cultural Commendation Award, which this year is awarded to students who have done 3 to 4 activities, and a Cultural Excellence Award for those students who have done 5 or more activities, sort of similar to how the Academic A and the Academic A+ works. I won't read them out, but I'll get the boys to put the list of cultural activities on the screen for this year. There is a huge number of different things that people at Brennan's can be involved in, and so those activities this year are the ones that are going towards the count for these awards. A really diverse mix this year. I'd like to invite Miss Priddle and Mr. Corboy to the stage, please, to present the awards. And I'd ask you to please hold your applause till the end of each section. First up, we have our Cultural Commendation Awards, so please come forward. Kaiden Ajasaka, Lachlan Bateman, Angus Brandish, Cameron Bromley, Grady Bromley, Matthew Campbell, Andrew Gill, Peyton Graham, Hunter Heron, thank you, Dylan Hughes, Samuel James, Narasi Jimmy, William Lees, Hugo Rothery, Jack Simpkins, Cassidy Simpson, Jackson Smith, Archie Watts, Zach Whitehead, and William Witten. Please put your hands together for our Cultural Commendation Award winners. Thank you, gents. Our highest cultural award is the Cultural Excellence Award. Again, I ask you to hold your applause till the end. Caleb Bormant, Tate Caffery, Pierce Caulfield, Lachlan Doakey, Declan Dunn, Jesse Emery, Chris Fogarty, Jesse Hooper-Lindsay, Jordan King, Cooper Lee, Mackenzie O'Connor, Ashton Ryan, Toby Simpkins, Jasper Tibbett, Mackenzie Watts, and Charlie Willis. Please put your hands together for our Cultural Excellence Award winners. Thank you, gents. Thank you to Mr. Coolboy and Ms. Priddle. I'm sure a number of you in the audience were fortunate enough to see our 2022 musical production, Grease. It was certainly probably the most well-received, the biggest one in ticket sales, and it was a really fantastic event that involved both St Brendan's and St Ursula's. It's my honour this morning to invite Buddy Kemp forwards, and he has a special presentation. Welcome, Buddy.
Hello, boys. Word. I would like to ask Bernice to come to the stage, please. Yeah, word. For those of you who don't know, Bernice, she's helped like a bunch of times, like a couple years with like musicals and like the costumes and whatnot. And yeah, this is just somewhat like a gift, special thanks, because this is her last year. After Greece, she's not doing it no more. So yeah, I'd just like to thank you and whatnot. Like, gift from the school, but not only that, just for the boys, you know? Like, word. Yeah. Lovely day.
Thanks everyone for a fantastic year. I'd now like to invite Miss Goes forward for another presentation. Thank you.
Morning, boys. Last term, the Art Department and Clontarf entered a number of Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander artworks into the QuatSIF art competition. We are happy to announce that 13 students have taken out awards. The whole Year 9s that we entered, in particular, they took out every single possible award in their category. Students who have received a placing in this competition go on the Queensland State Archives and will remain as a permanent record of their art and their achievements. Additionally, up to 3 artworks will be selected by QuatSIF to go on promotional coffee mugs that will be presented to elders and special guests at the 2023 events. If your art is selected, they will contact you for permission before using your artwork and will send 5 mugs to share with your family and community. Over the last couple of years, a number of our young artists have sold their original artworks to organisations and businesses. If QuatSIF is approached about your artwork, they will contact you to see if you are interested in selling it and are very happy to help you negotiate with the buyer. What an incredible accomplishment for these boys. I would like to invite Mr. Corboy to help present the awards, just on the back table. The artworks will be shown along with their name and their award that they have won. So, second place, Year 9 lino printing, Blake, Gmail Woboy. Third place, Year 9 lino printing, Kabai Binawal. Highly commended, Year 9 lino printing, Kieran Woboy. Highly commended, Year 9 lino printing, Lincoln Hall. Highly commended, Year 9 lino printing, Narasi Jimmy. Highly commended, Year 9 lino printing, Trigger Bindorho. First place, Year 9 painting, Maxwell Bowman Conlon. First place, Year 11 drawing. This is a combined trophy, so Mervyn Armat and Trigger Bindorho. And there should be 2 trophies. Third place, Year 11 lino printing, Mervyn Armat. So with these boys' artworks, QuatSIF has a relationship with Griffith University, so they can use all of their artworks for their advertising. So if you see any of them, make sure you let the boys know. Another big round of applause, please. I'd like to invite Mr. Pearce over for QuatSIF Awards.
Morning, boys. I have the pleasure of calling forward the Year 12 recipients to receive their QuatSIF graduation certificates. So please make your way forward when you hear your name. Thank you. Horace Byra. Bailey Bush. Fraser Caulfield. Liam David. Clayton McGee. John Mooker. Sebastian Nona. Zachariah Polke. Jack Peters. Zena Saltner. Tyler Spencer. Bonnie Tapau Bon. Jermaine Wagana. Graham Wasu. Zion Wintertong. And Jake Bindaroo. Can we please give our graduating QuatSIF recipients a round of applause? Thank you. I now hand over to Mr. Coolboy.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, as we conclude our Co-Curricular Awards ceremony this morning, I'd just like to thank all those boys who received an award today, but also to all the coaches and all the people involved in making Co-Curricular such a special part of our college. And also, I'd like to thank all those who are involved in making today's ceremony really special for everybody. So could you please put your hands together for those people? And now to our Year 12s. This week is a week of the last times, and today, marking that, is the last time that you'll be sitting in this college in an assembly. So we'd like to honour that moment, and in a moment I'm going to invite you to stand up and make your way out. But before we do that, I'm going to invite the community from Year 7 to Year 11 in a moment to stand up, and you're going to face your Year 12s. I'm going to then ask the Year 12s to stand and make their way out the back entrance. So I can have everybody please stand and face our Year 12s. Our U12s, please stand, and could everybody put their hands together for the U12s? Please take a seat. As tradition has it, I'll now invite the Year 11s to take a seat where the U12s were. We'll have to create more seats, so just grab a seat, boys. All right, just facing this way, everybody, and sitting up. Once again, thank you for your support of U12s. But boys, remember, we are some Brendans, we do not whistle. Okay? All right, in the coming days, with their valedictory coming up on Friday, you need to remember this is about them. I came around to your assemblies last week and reminded you that Friday is about them and acknowledging their time and their families, who are going to be very much part of the ceremony as well. And I want you to make sure the boys leave this college in a manner that is deserving of their time and effort. So it's about them, not you. Your job is to support them. Your time will come, but it won't be on Friday. So we have some contingency plans in place in case it's raining, and you'll need to listen. But whether you're standing out and it's raining, or whether you're standing out there and it's sunny and then it turns to rain, we stand and we applaud. We make sure, as I said, it's befitting. What is really important as we do this, as you set up this guard of honour after the Mass, and they do leave and exit, as they make their way through the tunnel, so to speak, that wraps around the gym and so forth, and then concludes where the boys will cross over a bridge and they'll finish as boys of St Brendan's, and they'll go and be welcomed by the old boys, and they'll join the ranks of the old boys, and they'll be receiving some gifts from the Old Boys Association. So that's the ceremony. But it's really important that the person who walks out of this CPAC first and the person who walks out last with his family are equally receiving the applause and the recognition. Sometimes I've seen it before where the first 5 minutes everybody's enthusiastic and they're throwing streamers and all that, which is absolutely fantastic. But by the time 20 minutes goes along and 30 minutes and that last family moving through, it wanes. So I just encourage you to make sure you'll be applauding for a good 20 or 30 minutes. You'll be acknowledging those boys and their families as they walk through the tunnel. I'd encourage you, as a member of the PC with those U12s who are in your PC, to go and congratulate them. Because as a family, to see the boys wrapped around in care and love from this community is really important to them. So we do it well, and I know that. We've seen it for the last few years, and I encourage you to make sure you do that again for these particular boys and their families. So thank you in advance for that. We have run over time, as we do sometimes, but this is an important occasion. So with that, Mr. Cooper, are they okay to leave from here, or you dismiss them? You will?
Okay, boys, just a couple of notices. Those staff that have lesson in period 2, can you please, you can leave now. Year 8, you are to remain behind. Can I get our year 10s, please, to stand and leave? Our year 11s, you can stand.